Oh, what's poppin', gang? Hey, look, bruh. I'm here, all right? Look, man, I ask questions in the chat just so I can actually see if when I ask something or if I say something in the polls, y'all actually get answering them. Bro gonna ask me, how you late to your own video? I'm sitting right here watching everything. What's poppin', gang? Who we got in the building? Bars, what up? Jojo, what up? I see everybody pulling up, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in. I appreciate it. Isaac, what up, gang? All right, man. Yesterday was a very interesting day. What up, Noah? Yesterday was a very, very, very interesting day, man. I got a chance to kind of see everybody's opinion on the whole Young Thug thing yesterday. I got a chance to sit back and really kind of dissect that situation and see, man, the entitlement of that whole thing is just in a whole different stratosphere. Like there's no way, there's no world that I see that any of that was warranted. I had a lot of people actually responding and saying, yo, this is where these videos are coming from. I can't remember the name of the person. I don't know if it's the DA or if it's the state's attorney or whatever, but somebody dropped that name in the comments because I definitely wanted to actually look into that too, just so we can kind of talk about that. Today, man, we are back with another live. Like I told you guys, I took a couple of days off from going live last week. I didn't want to do that this week. Tomorrow we'll probably do a couple more videos, but today we are live. We got a couple of different topics we're gonna get into. Chigs has been working overtime, man. So I actually just seen him post another video that I kind of want to take a look at. I want to take a look at that. We got Drake and Rick Ross. Drake, Rick Ross, Ebro, UMG disses, Elliott Wilson. He just firing shots everywhere, bro. Just all over the place. Then the UMG offices seem to have been raided by the feds. And then this is one that I'm actually really excited to get into today. My dog Jalopy Bungus dropped the video, and I've in quite a bit of the comments yesterday, I heard a lot of y'all saying, hey bro, listen, I want to hear what you got to say about this video. So I'm gonna be tapping in with the homies Jalopy Bungus. Y'all know that's the fam right there. And then I'm thinking about opening up the airways to y'all actually too. I want to talk about this numbers debate that seems to continuously rear its head no matter what we talk about. Now, I posted this picture yesterday, and I always know it's a conversation starter when there's more comments than there are likes on the video, on the image. The image itself says, before Kendrick went at Drake, Drake had 254 million albums sold. Kendrick Lamar had 54 million. People just don't want to be honest. He would never be bigger than Drake. I'm going to leave that up to y'all. We will get back to that a little bit later in the video. And like I said, if anybody has time to talk, I will be posting a link for you guys to join. I'll post a link for you guys to join. You guys don't have to show your faces or anything like that. But if you just kind of want to give me because I see there's a lot of conversation around it. Like if you just look at all of these comments, there's so much conversation around people's views on numbers and things like that. So we're still scrolling. So we'll open up the comments for you guys to actually talk about it, and we'll see what we can go from there. All right. So get ready, right? If y'all got some time today, if you got a few minutes to spare, I will post the link towards the end of the video. You guys can pull up. Hit that like button while you guys are here too. I appreciate that love. What we got going on in the chat though, real quick before we get into the videos. Who's here? DC, what up? Let me know where you're watching from. King Hammer, what up? Max Sega, what up? Desi, what up? Kevo, Kevo talks football. Hey, bro, you might have to talk about my fantasy team. Noah, what up? Alicia, what up? Wendy's here. Positive vibes in the building. Dana Cutler, Steelers Nation, love your channel. Thank you. Who else is here? Nikki Cola, what up? Vicky, what up? Trying to give everybody a what up while it's still kind of not a ton of people in here. Supermom, what up? James is here. No. What up? Mel, what up? Mel, stay fitted. Desi, what up? Kalani's here. What up? Eddie's here. What up? Spiritual John is here. What up? Ebony Eyes is what up? All right, man. That's everybody. All right. Let's go ahead and start tapping into the video, man. I think we might actually get into that other chicks video today, too. Jordan, what up? Michigan in the building. I see y'all. I see everybody in here. All right, Drake, this is Rick Ross, Ebro, UMG, and Elliott Wilson and Bobbi Althoff. Has anybody watched this entire interview? I haven't seen it yet. I think Positive Vibes, okay, with the upgraded membership. Bar Analyst, James Doe gifting the membership. Shout out to y'all, man. I love y'all. Y'all said no. Look, the reason why I say that is because I seen some people posting videos about it. I haven't watched the entire interview. I'm getting clips as they come out, and I kind of prefer it that way. But also, Iceman episode 3 is dropping tomorrow. I heard the league kicked off. What are y'all watching? I need to know. What y'all watching. DC became a member. Shout out to DC. All right, let's go ahead and get into this video, man. Chiggs. Shout out to Chiggs, too, man. He pulled up in the last video. Shout out to him. Let's get into it.
Chiggs.
Hit the like button, yes.
Salute to Chiggs Smooth.
Hey, Chiggs Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Well, here we go, you guys. Finally, the highly anticipated Drake and Bobbi Part 2 interview is out. Now, for anybody that does not want to or have an hour and a half to go spend watching and listening to that interview, don't you guys worry. I got you guys covered with some cliff notes. We're going to get right into it, you guys. This interview was trash.
Oh my God. Hold up real quick. I want to see what these numbers are looking like. What are these numbers looking like? Okay, so 887,000 views. If you guys look, 887,000 views in a day. I never want to scoff at those kind of views. Whoa, Christy with the 10 gifted? W Christy in the chat. We got 10 gifted? What up, caught you looking? I see you. Hey, make sure y'all say thank you to the people who gifted memberships. Make y'all say thank you to them. So 887, thank you so much for your for gifting the memberships. I really appreciate that. 887,000 views is remarkable. If I got any video that did these kind of views in a day, I would be beyond grateful, thankful, happy. So I don't want to trash that. But I think I would have expected this interview, being the second interview, to probably be over 1 million by now. Just because it's Drake and it's this, he's opening up, he's talking. I would have thought it would have probably been at around 1 million plus. Maybe I'm wrong though. Y'all can let me know. L interview. All right, let's go ahead and get into it.
Basura. Some way, somehow, this second interview was worse than the first Drake interview with Bobbi. This interview was just a conversation that could have stayed between them. They could have just taped this interview and just emailed it to their family and friends. This did not need to be broadcasted to the public. Now, in this interview, they spoke on their fallout. They spoke on Drake painting his nails. No, you guys, I'm not kidding. These were...
Wait, there's another topic we got to talk about. Hold up. There's another topic we got to talk about. Caught you looking for the $10 donation. Family, what's good, gang? What is good, gang? Thank you so much for that. There's another topic. Somebody sent me that video where they was talking. Was it Marvin? Somebody sent me that video where they was talking about Drake talking about his BBL. Drake talked about his BBL or lack thereof. Somebody, if you have mod, drop the link in the chat. I need to hear about that. I need to talk about that. Thank you, Caught You Looking.
They spoke on Drake's private parties, when Drake is getting married. Drake also denied the 10-year BBL allegations against him. Because you guys know, in 2025, that's exactly what fans want to hear from Drake. BBL allegations.
People do it all the time?
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
You've never done that?
No.
Okay.
People also say that I got a BBL, right?
Wait. I already know what he's doing. Hold up. W Positive Vibes for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Y'all going crazy today, man. Thank y'all. I'm sorry if you're watching this on a playback. I really apologize, but hey, my peoples is looking out, man. So I gotta say thank you to him. Thank you so much. I see what he's doing though. W positive vibes in the chat. What he's doing is already off the rip, he's gonna say, I didn't get a BBL, as in I didn't get any butt work done. But we know a lot of times BBL is just slang for work, right? He got a BBL, it's just slang for work. So maybe he didn't do anything like that, but he definitely got some work done or has gotten some work done. I mean, if we going off them images in the that he showed us, ain't no way he could say he ain't getting no work done. Ain't no way.
Patience.
People do it all the time?
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
You've never done that?
No.
Okay.
People also say that I got a BBL, right? They call me BBL Drizzy, so.
Oh, that's true. Did you?
I don't know if my like wagon looked crazy when I walked in here, but did it?
You got a...
Man, it's called Man Said His Wagon. Oh my God, bro.
Down bad, you suffering.
Man said, don't know if my wagon look crazy walking in here. I mean, I know he's joking. I get he's joking. I get that he's joking. But I told y'all he's playing semantics. I told y'all he's playing semantics and he's going to say, yeah, I've never gotten a BBL, specifically a BBL, right? Like, that's what he's going to say.
Oh, that's true. Did
I don't know if
you?
my like,
Obtuse,
wagon
exactly.
looked crazy when I walked in here, but did it?
You got a BBL and you got your abs sculpted?
Did you? Did it? Do I have a fatty?
I didn't look at your body when you walked in here.
Do I have a fatty? Oh my God.
Did you? Do I have a fatty?
I didn't look at your body when you walked in here.
Do you want me to 360?
I don't.
So then, like, if it didn't stand out to you,
No, me personally, I've never
I
looked at
think
you
that
and
pic
thought,
just like I think it was just like I came from the gym. I was sweaty in that pic. Maybe
Just a good day.
maybe I went on Facetune and like put like details up, you know, and you can like make it.
Don't even admit to that much. Then
sorry.
you
Just being
facetuned
honest.
it.
Yeah, I was like maybe I like heightened the like saturation or something on it.
Okay.
Nah, stop playing with me, bro. Hold up. Stop playing with me, bro. Drake. Hold on. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, dog. Don't insult my intelligence, fam. Don't insult my intelligence, fam. Stop. You insulting me, man. Nigga, don't insult my intelligence, fam. This is what we doing here? Wait, is there a better picture of this? Come on, dog. Hold up. Drake, don't insult my intelligence, fam. What? I just left the gym. I was really sweaty. And I turned up the saturation a little bit. Why your neck ain't saturated, nigga? Just the abs? Why your neck ain't saturated? Just the abs? These don't even look natural. What are we doing here? Hawaiian rolls, I can't unsee it. The thing is, man, like I said from before, like I'm not big on body shaming or anything like that. I just think that you should be honest about what you did. If you did, just say, yeah, bro, like I got a little work done, man. Like, what's the problem? Don't hide it, because you've had plastic surgeons who have looked at this and said that it looks clearly fake. And then like this hard line like under his chest looks weird, bro. It just looks weird. Like, so I don't know, man. Just don't lie about it, dog. Like, you insulting everybody talking about you left the gym and was sweaty and then turned up the saturation on the pic. Chat, y'all believe it? Chat, y'all believe it? Give me yes or no in the chat real quick. Just real quick. Yeah, y'all believe it or not. Y'all believe that this is post-gym sweat. Where's the sweat, nigga? It look like you just oiled yourself up on the abs because your arms look ashy. Not ashy, they look dry. Wendy with the 5 gifted. Ain't nothing else got no sweat on it, nigga. Your neck don't sweat, but your abs do? What's going on? Talk to me. Talk to me. He said sculpted. Come on, bro. He needs some milk, bro. He needs some milk. All right, man. We off that. But don't lie to us, dog. Just don't lie to us.
Tuned it?
Don't
was
be
like,
windy
maybe
in
I
the
like
chat for the
heightened
five.
like saturation or something on it.
Okay.
I think I like hit it too hard. I hit it too hard.
Yeah.
They don't look like that. You saw them.
Don't make that weird. We just tried to.
James with the 5 gifted. W James in the chat. He said you saw him. They don't look like that.
I hit it too hard.
Yeah.
They don't look like that. You saw them.
Don't make that weird. We just tried to record this and
No.
go out.
Well, no, you asked me
picked
to
up
see
your-
them the other day.
In like during an interview, not because I was trying.
This is our
to...
first interview. I don't know what she's talking about. We have no other interview. She asked me to see my abs, and I showed them to her.
Now, just like everybody knew,
Okay.
besides a couple Drake fans, this interview was done purely out of spite. Drake actually confirmed that he was the one that reached out to Bobbi for the interview. This is how much Drake hates hip-hop media. Drake hates hip-hop media so much that he was willing to squash his beef with Bobbi, go out of his way to fly her out with her friends just to make this hour-and-a-half interview happen to piss off people in hip-hop.
Almost said no to this today.
You didn't.
No,
actually.
I didn't.
This was your idea.
This is my idea.
How dare you?
Absolutely right.
I was very shocked to
Yeah,
hear.
he said it was my idea, but I almost said no to this today. The thing about it is, fam, like if you said no, I don't think people would be bothered by that. Like if you just didn't want to talk, I don't think people would be upset with you just not wanting to talk, just kind of going off, secluding yourself, and then coming back out at another time. Like nobody would have had an issue with that. As I said before, and I've seen people say the same thing even after that, it's a position of comfort for him. He's comfortable going over there. And go where you are welcome, right? Go where you're welcome. Go where you feel comfortable. You know, if you feel like you're gonna get pressed and be uncomfortable going to traditional hip hop media spaces, or I seen Justin Hunt post something to say Drake should do an interview with a black woman. Like I would love to see what that would look like.
Yeah.
What up,
How dare
Daytona?
you?
Absolutely right.
I was very shocked to hear from you again.
Yeah.
Because we've only talked once since our little falling out.
Cupid doesn't like.
And you guessed it, just like Drake has been doing on other platforms with Aiden Ross and XQC, Drake made sure he threw some shots at people in hip-hop. Now, immediately out the gate, Drake threw shots at hip-hop journalists, specifically the ones that was pissed off that he sat with Bobbi. People like Ebro, people like Elliot Wilson, Peter Rosenberg. He called them all losers for being upset at him doing an interview with Bobbi and not with a hip-hop platform.
Being yourself and like afterwards about just like it wasn't intended to be rude. I just was like, you're my friend and I'm gonna be hard on you, and I just like want you to like not get lost in the sauce, because I really do feel like, and people are asked like, oh, why are you here doing this again? Like, what's the point? Like, even on the way up here, like my boy was like, why are you doing this again? And I was like, well, what we did, like, it changed a lot of things for a lot of people. It was me essentially like just recognizing somebody that I never met in my life, that I fully believed in, that I thought was really interesting and I wanted to have an interesting conversation with.
Thought Bobbi was really interesting. What was interesting about her? What I've just listened to so far is this roundabout word salad, mental gymnastic way of trying to explain why you did the interview. Like, if you listen to where he started explaining why he did this interview, he has said nothing until he said, I wanted to do an interview with somebody that I found interesting. What did you find interesting about her? Huh?
Because I really do feel like, and
Hold up.
like afterwards about
People like Ebro,
Just
people
I
like
want to run it back
Elliot
so y'all can hear
Wilson,
how
Peter
much he's trying to
Rosenberg.
make
He
this make
called
sense.
them all losers for being upset at him doing an interview with Bobby and not with
Shout
the
out
hip
King
hop
Hammer.
platform.
Being yourself and like afterwards about just like it wasn't intended to be rude. I just was like, you're my friend and I'm gonna be hard on you, and I just like want you to like not get lost in the sauce, because I really do feel like, and people are asked like, oh, why are you here doing this again? Like, what's the point? Like,
You didn't want her to get lost in the sauce, so you pulled the interview?
even on the way up here, like my boy was like, why are you doing this again? And I was like, well, what we did, like, it changed a lot of things for a lot of people. It was me essentially like just recognizing somebody that I never met in my life, that I fully believed in, that I thought was really interesting and I wanted to have an interesting conversation with.
So up until Bobbi Althoff, you had never met someone interesting that you wanted to have a conversation with. Does that make sense to y'all? Shout out Book T for the 20. Thank you. Shout out Book T, man. I appreciate you. Like, so the reason why he chose to do this interview over other interviews is because he finally found someone in his life that he thought was interesting. And then I guess he addressed pulling the interview and said, I didn't want you to get lost in the sauce. Did the success get to her head? Like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Who's the homie right here? W Book T in the chat.
It pissed off like so many, like all these fucking losers, these like, you know, like story journalists and like this guy and that guy who like feels so entitled to this interview about, and Drake never does anything for like this type of media, and it just like made people so angry.
And I mean, in the same way that I said yesterday, right? Kendrick don't have to do nothing he don't want to do. Drake don't have to do nothing he don't want to do, bro. Like, he does not have to do anything he doesn't want to do. I think what it would do for him to do things like that would provide clarity and maybe a shred of like character building, you know, for hip hop. Like, you know, like just a little bit. Just a little bit. But I don't think he wants to do that. So he's calling all of these people now losers. Shout out to Shell Shocked. Calling all of these other people losers because they criticized you deciding not to pay homage, or I won't even say pay homage, be on the side of hip hop. That's it. That's all anybody is saying. Be on the side of hip hop, right?
That two people who actually like have just like maybe nothing to talk about, or everything to talk about, but just based on like random energy could come together. I think it changed a lot of things. It changed a lot of things like on TikTok. It changed a lot of things like in the streaming world. Like it made people more comfortable to go sit down with somebody that they've never sat down with before, you know, like not to take like overly take credit, but when
Niggas ain't been doing interviews before you, bro. Niggas ain't been doing interviews and going to talk to people who wouldn't normally mesh together. Come on, don't take credit for that. Oh my God, bro. Oh man, bro. He's patting himself on the back for seemingly creating a lane for like opposites attracting in the interview space, in a sense. He's taking credit for that. He's trying to, at least.
in the streaming world, like it made people more comfortable to go sit down with somebody that they've never sat down with before, you know, like not to take like overly take credit, but
now he's saying not to overly take credit, but I'm gonna toot my own horn and say I'm a catalyst for that. I'm a catalyst for that. Have we not like seen like what's the documentary on Netflix. I don't want to be wrong. Is it Ed Sullivan? Is it Ed Sullivan with the Jackson 5 and all of that? Like, these are like opposites, bro. These are like people who have like really been like the starters of major things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wasn't the first person to do nothing like that. Like, that shit been happening.
When I do see like somebody, you know, who keeps to themselves, like a Nicki Minaj, like go to like Kai Cenat's house, or like I see, you know, these musicians go to like a guy like Blackboy Max's studio and start making songs with him. Like, I feel like we did usher in the idea of just like you can be from two completely different walks of life. Celebrities are not here, that we're like, the goal is not to be like some unattainable dickhead for your whole life, you know?
I mean, but that's also like dressing up and window dressing the fact that a lot of these artists see the value in working or going and sitting with streamers with massive platforms. Like, you can't pull the wool over our eyes and bring up that Nicki conversation where you say, oh, she went and sat with Kai and all. It's like, yeah, it was new, but it's also like, hey, you got an audience that maybe isn't tapped into me. This could work for us, right? Like, does that make sense to y'all?
And only to like sit with Zane Lowe while he like asks you like the most like curated and formal questions. No disrespect to him, you know, like,
Yeah.
But it's just like, I think we did something that was special.
Yeah.
And I was proud of what we did. And then when you didn't like, when I felt like it caused any like bump in the road in your life, it just hurt me, because I was like, fuck, I just can't get it right, you know?
Now, Drake also addressed...
Oh my God. So like, when it caused the bump of road in your life, I felt like I can't get it right. It's not your fault that she decided to leave her kid on their birthday and come interview with you. It's not your fault. That's not your fault. That's the decision she made. It was her decision to say, am I your type? And then he said, I do it. That's not your fault. That's not your fault, bro. That's all her. She did that. So if she ruined her own life, she ruined her own life. That's on her. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's then like, it is a sort of a narcissistic view at things to think that you were the catalyst and cause of her downfall and pitfalls in life. Like,
when you didn't like, when I felt like it caused any like bump in the road in your life, it just hurt me, because I was like, fuck, I just can't get it right, you know?
Now, Drake also addressed the culture vulture claims that he's been getting the last couple of years.
I experienced a lot of guilt tripping in my life, where people are like, no, like this is like your fault, essentially, or like, and my intentions are pure, you know? Like, it's the same way even in music, people will be like, oh, like, oh, you're a culture vulture, or like you know, like people will describe the collaborative efforts that I've put forth and the artists that I've picked up and lifted up, or shine a light on as me taking, you know, they'll put a negative spin on it and try and tell me, you know, that it's a self-serving thing or whatever. And I think I get really sensitive about that. And I think at that moment I was just...
If you haven't checked out the video, I posted that video separately yesterday where I kind of dive into that. Just tap into that video, man. It's not completely self-serving, but it's backhanded at best, right? Like, he is absolutely looking to gain something from that relationship or from that partnership or collaboration. Absolutely. There's nothing that I've seen from all of these artists that he's done work with. None of them have elevated. Like I said, those like, we famous in the city, you know what I'm saying? We doing shows, we got music buzzing in the city. None of those guys have elevated, you know what I'm saying? Because
you know what?
His help.
Don't
What up,
even
Vina?
worry about it. And so I was extremely short, And then afterwards, I was just really, really snappy.
Drake also threw a little shot at UMG and also at Ricky Rose.
People thought what happened between us was something like I don't know. We had something bigger. So many things.
Like what? What's the top 3 conspiracies?
Well, the top conspiracy for why it got removed from YouTube is that you played Tyga's song and then they removed it. That didn't happen.
That's Sly Fox.
We
don't know, right? We don't know. With the shit that these guys have going on right now?
What
I
guys?
don't know. They're doing this to this song. They're doing that to that song. They're taking songs. They're doing it. I don't know.
I don't know anything about
any names. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Oh my God. They still pressing that narrative, bro. They're doing this to this song. They're doing that to that song. So a conspiracy is that the interview was taken down because they played Tyga's song. Come on, bro. What is
these guys have going on right now?
What
I
guys?
don't know. We don't.
That didn't happen.
That's Sly Fox.
We
don't know, right? We don't know. With the shit that these guys have going on right now?
What
I
guys?
don't know. They're doing this to this song. They're doing that to that song. They're taking songs. They're doing it. I don't know.
I don't know anything about
any names. I'm just saying.
Okay.
There's a lot going on in the music industry. God only knows. Tyga might have pulled that plug. You know what I mean?
Sorry. I've never seen someone ice rosé, but
You've never seen someone ice rosé? Mm-hmm. Well, talk to every jeweler in Miami that has fake diamonds.
Oh
Really, they do
my
that?
God, bro, he petty, dog. She literally talking about wine. He like, bro, talk to every fake jeweler in Miami. That was funny. I ain't gonna lie though. That was kind of funny.
You've never seen someone ice rosé?
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of funny.
Well, talk to every jeweler in Miami that has fake diamonds.
really they do that?
Nobody got that joke.
We got it.
That? Can I?
Now, it is interesting
We got
watching
it.
Drake
We
throw
got it.
shots at people in the hip-hop space because he knows that the person he's doing an interview with isn't cultured enough to understand these
Exactly. Like, we got it immediately. She not gonna get that. She not gonna get that at all. She like, they do that? They do that?
jabs, and they're not going to ask him about it. Bobby doesn't know shit about bots or the journalist or Ice
Nothing.
Rosé references he's making.
So he talking about UMG and them pulling the plug and doing this with this song and doing this with that. She has no idea what the hell he talking about. She just giggling.
So of course Bobby isn't going to ask Drake to dive deeper into these shots and jabs he's throwing at people. Now, I also thought it was pretty funny that Drake felt like his first interview with Bobby changed everything. Brother, nothing changed except for Bobby's life.
Bruh.
You made her richer. That was all that changed.
Bruh.
It had no ripple effects into streaming. It had no ripple effect into really anything.
Bruh.
If anything, people actually accused Bobby of trying to steal funny Marco style. Listen,
Bruh.
man, you guys go check out the full
Hey,
interview.
look,
If you guys
you been cooking lately, man. You been cooking lately too, dog. Like, that's what I'm saying. Ain't nothing changed. You ain't done nothing that just so that you walk around with that air to yourself, like you just created a whole new genre. And now when you looking at people going on these interviews and you seeing the Plaque Boy Maxes, the Kai Cenats with these artists, you sitting back thinking, I started that. It's like, bro, chill out. Chill out. Like, I mean, it's crazy, man. But again, like I said, no one should feel entitled to an interview with Drake, right? No one should feel entitled to an interview with Drake. I think that when people are voicing their opinion about his choices to not sit with certain members of hip hop media, it's coming from a place of, hey, bro, like, if you're going to do anything for hip hop, like, do this. You know, you're just choosing to continuously look in the opposite direction and look away from hip hop. And that's what people are not into, man. So
want, for those of you guys that actually watched it, let me know what you guys thought about the interview. You guys get in the comments below.
Bruh.
Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
yeah, let me know what y'all thought about that one in the comments, man. Definitely make sure y'all hit the like button. I appreciate it. All right. That was the first video. Let me give a like to Chigs, man. He be pulling up in the videos. That to me, like I said, this Bobby thing, I'm thinking that's probably going to be the end of all the clips. It's only been like a day or two and we've been getting more and more clips. We kind of addressed the whole BBL thing, which I kind of wanted to do in a separate video, but that's fine. The whole BBL thing, the taking shots at UMG, taking shots at Rick Ross over the fake jewels, Ebro and Elliott Wilson. But I do think that that him finding somebody cultivating good questions and well thought out questions is a negative. That's the negative, like you goof, basically, is what he calling him. So I thought that was insane. Boo, tomato, y'all saying. Boo, tomato. All right, man, where we at? 400 viewers, 220 likes. I like to see it. I like to see it. Let's get to 300 likes in the stream. We got a couple of other topics we're going to tap into. And again, like I said, if you guys have time to take a minute to hop in this link, I'll be posting a link in just a second. I just don't want you guys sitting in there the whole time while we have this this conversation. So I'll post the link for you guys to be able to have this conversation about the numbers. Before Kendrick, this is a comment that somebody left on my last video. Before Kendrick went at Drake, Drake had 254 million albums sold. Kendrick Lamar had 54 million. People just don't want to be honest. He would never be bigger than Drake. I want to hear your guys' opinion on that. So we're going to get into that in just a second. All right, next video. Shout out Chigs again. Let me hit the like button on this one. Feds raided UMG offices over bribing Spotify editors for playlist placements. I'm interested to see what this is. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. I appreciate it.
Tube. Chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, Chicks.
Salute to Chick Smooth. Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh boy, this is all bad, you guys. Something smells fishy at Spotify, and we're going to get to the bottom of this. Now, a couple months ago, back in April, Spotify announced that they were going to start to remove streams that they consider to be artificial because they wanted to protect the ecosystem of streaming. They want to make sure that artists are not frauding and faking their streams, and most importantly, that artists are not using bots. Now, ever since Spotify has started doing this, a lot of artists have reported seeing sudden drops in their streaming numbers. They've also been getting emails citing artificial activity without any evidence. And the worst part is, there's no way to appeal or clarify the data. Now, just like I told you guys earlier, Spotify is checking to see if these artists are using any paid click farms, bots, incentivized playlist schemes, or any hidden autoplay setups. Well, fast forward to last week, looks like the feds have officially raided the offices of Universal, Sony, and other major labels in Turkey. Now, you guys might say, well, Chicks, what that got to do with Spotify, huh? Well, the raid happened due to bribery allegations regarding artists on those labels allegedly paying off individuals for Spotify playlist placements. Now, this investigation has led the feds to also start to investigate in North America just to see if the artists here are using similar tactics.
Okay, so this hasn't happened over here yet. So here's my thing, though. I guess my question, is this something that we are, like, not necessarily aware of? It's almost not a shock to me that this happens. It's not a shock to me that this happens. I think that everybody at the top in one way or another is seeing some sort of boost. I don't think it's 100% organic. Not 100%. There's some pay. Hey, let's get this placed here. Let's do that. Something happens. It's not. I don't think it's always 100%. Even if it's 95, right? Just spoke to a source who confirmed to me that the offices of Universal, Sony, and other major record labels were recently raided in Turkey as a result of bribery allegations regarding artists on those labels paying off individuals for Spotify placement, playlist placement. All of this has led to an investigation in North America about artists using similar tactics. So I wonder if this has anything to do with the case, right? Like, exactly, somebody just said it, Lawbury snitching, right? Like, I wonder if this has anything to do with the case where if we can find, what do they call it? Probable cause to investigate. If we find something in Turkey, now we have probable cause to investigate in North America, which encompasses the current situation that's going on now. So I definitely think that's a tactic. But again, I don't think the public thinks that everyone is just, everyone believes that there at least something happening. At least something is happening. What up, Josh?
To boost their streaming numbers. Now, here's what we know so far about this raid in Turkey. Now, this all started to happen after several Turkish artists raised complaints questioning how certain playlists were being created and also alleging that unfair visibility was being granted to certain artists in exchange for bribes. Now, several singers in Turkey actually came together and asked Spotify to clarify the criteria that they use to create these playlists for transparency. There's also some allegations levied against Spotify claiming that artificial bot uploads are distorting chart placements in the country. Now, this complaint actually forced Spotify to look into their own people. Spotify launched an internal investigation targeting some editors in Turkey. According to Spotify, they just want to make sure that their playlist was not compromised by payments or favoritism. Now, so far, you guys, this bot removal from Spotify is happening across all genres. All artists from K-pop artists, Afrobeat artists, rappers, R&B singers are all seeing a decrease in streams. If you guys remember earlier today from Drake and Bobbi's interview, Drake was alluding to bots and certain people playing games with music.
People thought what happened between us was something like I don't know. We had something bigger. So many things.
Like what? What's the top 3 conspiracies?
Well, the top conspiracy for why it got removed from YouTube is that you played Tyga's song and then they removed it. That didn't happen.
That's Sly Fox.
We
don't know, right? What? We don't know. With the shit that these guys have going on right now.
I'm telling you, man, I feel like he thinks he still has a red button. He thinks he still has a red button. The thing is, if they find anything on anybody, they're going to find it on him too. It's not like he's somehow immune to the pay for play scheme. Like, I think everybody is doing that.
No.
Who?
Fuck
What
yeah,
guys?
I don't know. They're doing this to this song. They're doing that to that song. They're taking songs. They're doing it. I don't know.
I don't know anything about
any names. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Fucking, there's a lot going on in the music industry. God only knows. Tyga might have pulled that plug. You know what I mean?
So let's sit back and watch. Let's see if any of the UMG offices in America, any of the Sony offices in America are raided by the feds. And why is Spotify always in the middle of some shit like this?
That's true, but also because they know the raid is coming, you tipped us off. You let us know that the raid is coming. Now what? Now we get a chance to just, if we want to, or if we need to, we can get rid of the evidence. But that evidence probably been gone for a long time anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, they tipped them off and let them know. If that information is there, I don't think it's going to be there too long.
You guys get in the comments below. What do you
Thugs 50K brought attention. And that's what I'm saying, though. Like, even when Thugs said it, to me, all it did was it gave a face to somebody who has been uber successful in music, acknowledging that this is something that happens. So now you even have to consider that he's done it for himself. He's done it for his other artists, and all of the people who they work with are doing it too. Like, you have to assume that. Like, if one thing is true, now I get a chance to assume everything. It doesn't mean that it's right, but I get a chance to make that assumption.
Guys make of these Fed raids out in Turkey? Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
Yeah, the Young Thug effect in a sense. All right, that's crazy, man. I think that is generally interesting. They are raiding the offices over in Turkey. Spotify always seems to be kind of caught up in the middle of this. I'm surprised they're not being maybe like directly sued for whatever's going on. I guess what they're trying to prove is that we are not accepting payments. Maybe they have. Maybe that evidence is gone. So who knows? All right. Shout out to y'all, man. Hit that like button. Where we at? Almost 300 likes in the stream. Been live for almost an hour. We got a couple more topics to get into. Now, right now, let's go ahead and get over to the homie right now, man. We're going to go ahead and get over to my homie, Jalopy Bungus. Okay? Now, he, in this video, has made a claim that Squabble Up could be a Young Thug diss, okay? Now, I've listened to Squabble Up several times. That Doc, can I get that drop? I'm like, nigga, no. Like, that was immediate. Like, we talked about that on the stream yesterday when we was talking about it. That was an immediate callback and an immediate reflection of that song. I'm thinking, okay, bet maybe that got something to do with Young Thug. Shout out to Carne for the 2, gang. I appreciate you, gang, for the 2. What up, my boy? So let's go ahead and get into this video. Let's see what he's talking about. I know a lot of times he will pull like a thought out that I wasn't even considering. And shout out to the Dragon Ball Z back here too. I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and get into it.
With all these Young Thug jail calls coming out and him talking about Kendrick the way he been talking about Kendrick, we might need to go back to GNX. Specifically Squabble Up. But we're going to take it one step at a time. Stay with me, y'all. It's about to get surgical. We'll say that in a minute. Okay? But dog, go to the third verse of this.
I knew he was about to do it. He laughed when he said it too. Stay with me, y'all. It's about to get surgical. I like that. Shout out to my dog. Hold up. One more time.
Stay with me, y'all. It's about to get surgical. We ain't said that in a minute. Okay? But dog, go to the third verse of this Man at the Garden.
Oh, okay. Man at the Garden.
Go to the third verse of Man at the Garden. Keep these away from me. Keep all my blessings faithfully. Keep my essence contagious. That's okay with me. I'll burn this thing down. Don't you play with me and stay with me. I'm crashing out right now. No one's safe with me. I did it with integrity and they still try hate on me. Just wait and see. More blood be spilling. It's just pain to me. Dangerously, nothing changed with me. Still got pain in me. You flip a coin. You want the dangerous me or the famous me? You want the famous me or the shameless me? He telling these dudes, bro, I be in my own lane. Right. Y'all need to stop playing with me
Bro, I said this yesterday. I say they really be trying to make it a bad thing that you just be on your own. That you don't just be out there. You know what I'm saying? You just be to yourself. You with your family. You only focusing on your music and your circle around you. That's it. They try to make it seem like that's a bad thing. I don't understand how you staying to yourself and being true to the ones that grew up with you, that came up with you, that struggled with you. And I made a point yesterday that it seemed like a lot of people really were interested in was the fact that I don't know if Thug has ever reached out for a verse to Kendrick for a verse. I haven't heard about it until now, right? So the fact that you're reaching out in a time of desperation and in a time of need, to me, it's that's the worst. Like, y'all ever be in a position where it could be family, it could be friends, right? And you ain't heard from. Shout out to Renee for the 50. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Welcome back, Renee. Welcome back. You ever been in a position where you ain't heard from him? Like, you ain't like literally ain't heard from him in months, maybe even years. And the first time you hear from him is hey, how you been? Everything good? Man, I've been chilling, bro. Yeah, man. Nah, I've been chilling. Man, you ain't gonna believe this, bro. What happened? Oh, man. Look, man. Hey, man, I need some money for my cable bill. What? It seemed like whenever somebody needs you, that's the when they call you, but they don't call you no other time just to check up on you, see how you doing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is one of them cases to me.
You need to stop playing with me for it get dark out here.
I need 20. I got you, dog.
Because dudes talking crazy about that on jail calls and all, and that's only the spec that we know about.
Right, facts.
But this Man at the Garden verse hit so much harder, especially when these dudes is trying to strike and strip Kendrick legacy. You feel what I'm saying? I think that's what this is about. I think the fact that these guys, he ain't do nothing to these guys besides not give them what they want. What Jay-Z?
Bro, that's it. That's what I'm saying. He ain't did nothing to nobody. Nobody got the story on Kendrick, right? Nobody got the story on Kendrick. And it's like, bro, he's a dirtball. He's a dirtbag. He's terrible. Never do business with him. Bro said, you really about to be in the studio, dog? You really about to be in the studio, dog, on your and don't add nobody to the motherfucking album? Boy, you crazy. Watch out. Watch out, you crazy. Watch out. You really got an Instagram and don't post no pictures? You might as well delete your Instagram, bro. What you talking about, bro? Huh? You supposed to be calling me. You supposed to be calling Wham. You supposed to be calling Dirk. We gonna get you lit, boy. What you talking about, boy? Come on, bro. Niggas be on their own, man. Oh, man, come on, chill. Watch out. We gonna get you trending. We gonna get you lit, boy.
You say, it's not that they never be mad about what I did for what I did to them, but what I didn't do for them.
Facts.
And I feel like that was probably one of Kendrick reasons he took off on everybody. Because it was like, oh, so y'all colluding. Say less. I'm about to get y'all out of here. That's really what it feel like.
It feel like
okay.
It feel like Dot was probably looking to maybe be generous. And somebody's like, hey, bro, look, nah, you probably don't want to do that, dog. They over there. Hey, look, bro, they say you don't come outside. They say you don't post no pictures. We ain't seen your kids. We don't know where you at. They believe in you beating on your girl. He said straight, bro. I ain't never wanted to be cool with none of them, no way. And I feel like more people are becoming that way where, like, I can't say that, more people are becoming more reclusive and seeing that it's okay to be by yourself. You don't need everybody in your circle. It's not good. It's not good like that.
Now, before we get to Squabble Up, because Squabble Up was the one that got hella direct. It got hella direct. I was wrong about that song. I don't think I was fully wrong. I think I just didn't know everything, right? So check this out. When we get to Whacked Out Murals, and there's a whole bunch of bars in here that could be interpreted as that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, all this talk is... How far are we in the video? Okay. All this talk is bitch made. That's on my lord. Who you think? Come on. But this is what I wanted to get to specifically. All right. I want to get to this third verse. All right. Where he started talking about, niggas mad because I decided not to pretend. Y'all stay politically correct. I'm going to do what I did. And I think that go for everybody that at one point was I think people started to draw back because they realized, oh, just because Kendrick not going to be that free lick.
Right.
We might got to go back to Drake shit. You feel what I'm saying? I think that go for Thug. I think that go for a few people. You feel me? And I feel like Thug showing his allegiance publicly was him being petty, trying to not give because Kendrick didn't give him that verse. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't no sympathy here. This hilarious. It's a lot of opinions, but no power to carry it.
That's strong. Shout out to Donette George for the 5-2, gang. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Absolutely prophetic, man. Ain't no sympathy here. This shit hilarious. It's a lot of opinions, but no power to carry it. And I think that just speaks to the fact that he knows what is being said. Even if it's not directly about him, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick, even if it's not directly about him, it's just a character flaw that y'all have that I'm just like, ugh. Right? It's just like ugh. Like it's a character flaw that I don't want in my circle. And that's why you see he be with the same people all the time, bro. Nobody knew. You talking about Drake talking about no new friends, but then every song talking about how he been betrayed. What?
2025, they still moving on some scary shit. Tell them quit their job and play the real niggas they severance. Don't insult my intelligence. I'm not just for the television. teleport to Bullis Road and dig up all my relatives. Like, he's saying, like, bro, this image that think about that from the context of that phone call. You talking about, why don't you just give us a feature? You would have popped out. You could be trending. You could be all this.
Could be lit.
Kendrick saying, bro, I'm not just for the television. I pop out for real on some real shit when it's time. When I really got something to say, when it's really something to do. I'm not finna just get out here giving everybody verses because that's the cool thing to do.
But also that too, like taking that point, you gotta see that kind of that speaks to an artist's staying power, right? That speaks to an artist's staying power. When you drop a song, how long does it last? When you drop an album, how long are we listening to it? Right? So you might need to do this song and then do that feature and then do that feature and then do this song just so you stay relevant, just so niggas don't stop talking about you. But what Kendrick did and what he's saying is, when I pop out, when I come out, when I'm outside, when I come outside, bro, I don't need to be in 100 different places. I only need to be here. Hey, shout out to Renee for another 50. 50 piece. Kendrick is amazing. Thank you. But like I said, man, I really think that lends to those artists maybe not having as much staying power to stay relevant without having to be in the public eye all the time, i.e. posting pictures, i.e. on everybody's song, on everybody's album all the time. Kendrick said I didn't have to do that.
Not just for the television,
Renee in the
bro.
chat.
It's much more than that. And I think that's the sentiment that Young Thug was talking about in that phone call. Was that all these other dudes do it. They trend, they give features for the boom, boom, boom. Everything we do, or everything people, think about it. All the stuff that Young Thug was talking about was directly connected to making sure that everybody can see the favors that you're doing for people or the help that you're giving people.
Yup.
Kendrick's whole motto has been, I don't gotta tell y'all everything that I'm doing to help people, because that's not what it's about.
Right.
Every time you hear about Kendrick helping somebody, it comes from somebody else.
Right.
Every time you hear about Drake, Young Thug, and all these dudes helping somebody, it comes from them.
Right. Even Kendrick wiping out the lunch bills for those kids and stuff like that. Like, and then even when we started to see Kendrick pop out some more, the way he was popping out wasn't on features. It was speaking at like college commencement speeches or whatever, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it was that. Like, it's just different. It's just a different class, bro. It's just a different class.
On camera, in public. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's what this is about here. Right? Let's settle it. These dudes been fake loyal. Since you pandering to choose a side, let me do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that go for a lot of people, but I think Thug was included in that. You on interview talking about how much you think I'm the GOAT, how much you think boom, boom, but now you pandering. Now you on the fence. Now you trying to pander to everybody. No. I'm going to pick a side for you. Yo, hip hop. I watched the party just die. Y'all cackling about, we don't know who it is now. That bar could be y'all cackling about Gunna. We don't know what that could be.
Right.
It could be y'all cackling about Gunna. Real talk. Y'all cackling, but it don't know. We don't know. It could be Puff, whoever. Y'all cackling about, but all of y'all is on trial. Y'all thought I was antisocial when I stayed inside of my house. You better off having one woman. Everything tricky right now. Rico's. I still and Diddy's is a situation is similar to that. So he could be.
I was gonna say it could be Diddy, it could be Gunna, it could be anybody. But like you said, bro, y'all call me antisocial when I stayed in my house. No, I just don't want to socialize with you. Like, I just don't want to socialize with y'all. Like, I don't get it. Like, you could be outside, but you ain't got to be outside with who you deem the people I should be outside with. That's crazy. You supposed to be with me. You supposed to be with him. You supposed to be hitting us up and doing a song. Why? Does that mean why? Who made y'all? What?
Talking about everything.
I'm saying,
and I don't know everything. This is my opinion. He could be talking about everything. You feel what I'm saying? You better off having one woman. Everything tricky right now. Y'all live in denial. Oh, you niggas live in denial. And fuck anybody empathetic to the other side, I vow. A bitch nigga love bitch niggas. They exist with them in style. Exterminate them right now. Make Cat Williams and them proud. The truth about to get loud. What do we...
Man, bro. Yeah.
Stop fucking playing. That's what happened when you really rap. These niggas can't even articulate themselves like that in a motherfucking verse. A bitch nigga love bitch niggas. They exist with them in style. Exterminate them right motherfucking now. Nigga, what are we talking about? People on jail calls talking about you don't do this, you don't do that. Boom, boom, boom. Caping for Drake. Because they think they still can get a free lick off him. If you
You're right. He was the meal ticket. The nastiest work was, because I told y'all, bro, I don't be followed. The nastiest work was finding out that bro was in there. Drake was putting 100K on the books, gave him an M when he got out, but he in there begging for a Kendrick feature. Crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and post this link in here now. If anybody wants to pull up in just a second after this video is over, I'm gonna open it up to y'all. No, we won't show any video. We won't show any video. We're gonna be talking about that numbers topic. If anybody wants to join, tap in. I'm not looking at it right now, but we'll see it in a second. My bad. I just wanted to post that before this video was over.
You can't get a free lick off Drake, then you probably gotta go get some off Kendrick. And you're not gonna be able to get nothing off Kendrick unless he really wanna give it to you. That's the reality, bro. Listen, G and X is different, boy. Listen, I know propaganda work for them and whoever that's close to them. The niggas that groom, the niggas that coon, the niggas that being groomed, slide on both of them. What Young Thug say? Respectfully, what Young Thug say though? What'd he say? We iced out. We just, you feel me? We just having fun. Leave that to the critics and the social comment and all that.
Right. Thug, they asked him real questions about what's going on, and he said, "Hey, we ain't worried about none of that. We out here, we just getting money. We out here, we getting money. We ain't worried about none of that. We just get to the bag. We just getting to the bag. We ain't worried about none of that."
Watch out, man. The niggas that's being groomed, the ones that's cooning, and the ones that they building up under them to keep this motherfucking system going. Slide on all of them niggas. What? Y'all better stop playing. Let's get to this squabble up, though.
Okay.
Y'all better stop playing, boy.
Okay.
Kendrick be talking. It's still niggas who think, look, bro. It's still niggas who think motherfuckers is grifting, quote unquote. Bro, we talk about one of the greatest to ever do this shit. If you really love hip hop and you really love breaking these bars, nigga, Kendrick is one of them.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, anybody that's saying this I feel like the people who are saying that just figured out what the word grifter means and just can't stop saying it. Grifter. Bro, we are breaking down bars, and when it came down to breaking down bars throughout this entire beef, there was basically nothing to break down when it came to Drake. It was right there. It was surface level. It was we could see it on the surface. We still talking about what Kendrick is meaning when he says it and when he said it. And then it's being applied to real world scenarios. So what do we like? Come on, bro.
Fuck is you talking about what?
Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga.
If you on top of that, if you really do this, if you really rap too and you nice, you gonna give Kendrick his propers and his respect. Especially when he pushing this shit forward. Why would you not be showing love to that nigga? Niggas so used to not showing love, being hyper, can't show no love. Everything gotta be dick riding, everything gotta be grifting and all that shit. How about this is one of the greatest niggas to do it, and you should enjoy him and what he doing in real time. He elevating the motherfucking game. The game will never look the same. Let's get this squabble up.
Because when you've been on one side, now there have been some people, and I've seen it. There's been some people who said I really did used to like Drake, and I like his music, But what he's doing with this lawsuit and what he means for hip hop, I understand why people are not rocking with him. And I'm a fan of Kendrick's work. You don't have to like nobody. You ain't gotta love Kendrick, bro. But you we don't want to see you just denying what's happening. Like you can't deny that, bro.
All right, let's get to this second verse. Quid pro quo, what you want? Cause I'm watching it. You can even look right here. Something for something.
Let's go, Jalopy. Something for something, bro. I'm telling you. Hey, you do a verse with me. I get you a verse. I can get you on there with Gunna. I can get you on there with we you know we're just talking about. We can go ahead and get that we gonna get you lit. I'm talking about trending, boy. What you talking about? We gonna get you trending. You know what I'm saying? You do the verse for me. I'm gonna do the verse for you, and we gonna get you trending, boy. Cause the East Coast gonna be fucking with you then. They ain't fucking with you right now. What you doing over there with King? That ain't shit, boy. He ain't going nowhere, boy. Quid pro quo. Something
for something.
Facts.
Everything gotta be quid pro quo.
Everything
gotta
bro.
be something. You feel me? Work
Everybody
on the flow,
wants something in
let me know
return.
if you clocking it. Brody won't go, but I know that he popping it. It was Wolf tickets on sale till I silenced it. Pipe down, young. These some whole other politics. I think he really said Young Thug. I think he really talking to him. I think he talking to Cole too. I still think. But bro, pipe down, young. These some whole other politics. Remember when Young Thug was trying to get everybody to piece up and shit?
Yeah.
Twitter,
I talked about that yesterday. I was like, bro, he was the main catalyst to trying to get everybody to piece up. And he was like, we not piecing up, bro. I think it was as soon as he came home. As soon as he came home, he was trying to get everybody to piece up.
Cool. When I get out, I'm going to get everybody together. Boom, boom, boom. Nigga, pipe down. This ain't right. It's deeper than that. Pipe down, young. These some whole other politics. Sit down. That's really what he's saying.
Above
bitch
your pay grade.
With him is some bitch in him. That's a lot of bitch. Y'all. Yeehaw, we outside. Wody about to kill him off. Blacks on blacks. This a fact. This a brick of raw. Tell me why the fuck you niggas rap. If it's fictional, tell me why the fuck you niggas fed. If you criminal.
Yeah, bro. Nah, man. The bars are just so like you could just recite the bars and just know exactly what he coming from a place of. I'm trying to tell y'all what this game is really like, bro. I'm trying to learn y'all real quick, right? Damn, Renee for the 50.
Loving my crew.
Shout out Renee. Kendrick don't play this. Kendrick don't play this other kind of politics. Shout out to Renee. W Renee, man. W Renee in the chat. Going crazy today.
Y'all better stop playing. Y'all better stop playing with that nigga. Tell me why you niggas fed if you criminal. A dot, can I get a drop? I'm like, nigga, nah.
Hey, drop, can I get a drop? I'm like, nigga, nah.
What?
He's just like, bro, no, I'm not dropping. Can you? No. Hey, get it on your own, bro. Get it on your own. You don't need me. You got it. You got it. Y'all get money. Oh, y'all get money, right? Y'all get money. Go get that money then, bro. Let me show you how to really get the money though.
He talking to that nigga, man.
And even if he's not specifically talking to Thug, he is absolutely talking to niggas like Thug. Like, it don't have to be him specifically. It could be everybody, because it's a lot of people just like him, bro. It's a lot of people just like him. Present this solid nature, present this family nature, present this hustler mentality, present this no ratting and be the one. Ratting, be the one that's trying to work with your ops behind your back. All of that type of shit, bro. Even if he's not talking about him specifically, he talking about niggas just like him.
hey, Doc, can I get a drop? I'm like, nigga, nah. Right after the tell me why the fuck you niggas fed if you criminal. Now, listen,
Hey,
whatever.
yeah.
I'm just talking about what he said.
Right.
Tell me why the fuck you niggas rap if it's fictional.
Facts.
Tell me why the fuck you niggas fed if you criminal. Hey, Doc, can I get a drop? I'm like, nigga, he made sure Young Thug knew he was talking about him, bro.
That's crazy, bro. And the sequence and the way he said that too. Like, tell me why you niggas fed if you criminal. Hey, Doc, can I get a drop? I'm like, nigga, no. Like, this is after too. So the thing is, it's not like the request didn't come through. The request came through for him to do the verse, and he was like, nah. So he's recalling all of this on this album.
I might got, bro, listen. I
Yeah,
never did
bro.
a
Yeah,
reaction
Isaac.
to G-Next Boom Boom because I think I made my YouTube after that. My YouTube was always there, but I started making, like, really taking the content serious on YouTube after G-Next came out. You feel what I'm saying? So I never really reacted to G-Next. I'm starting to thinking I might gotta go on Twitch and react to G-Next, bro. Real talk. That's how I'm starting to feel. Cause this is crazy. This is crazy, bro. Look, matter of fact, while I'm on here, y'all go follow me on Twitch, bro. Go follow me on Twitch. We do different types of streams on there. You feel what I'm saying? Go follow me on Twitch. I think I'm gonna do a reaction to G-Next again because we gotta go back and dissect all this stuff, bro. We got to, bro. What? Squabble Up is definitely a shots at Young Thug. For sure.
I could see it for sure.
And what the fuck Young Thug supposed to do? Rap back?
No.
Tell me why let me get out of here, man. Let me get out of here. Like, comment, subscribe, especially if you're new here, especially if you've been here. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, the thing is, I think, again, he just obviously didn't expect people to ever hear this. He never expected nobody to ever hear it. Now it's out, and now that it's out, you subject to getting bars on the next Kendrick project, which is never good for nobody. When has it ever worked out? It never worked out for nobody, bro, ever. So shout out to Jalopy for this video, man. I'm gonna definitely chop this one up and put it out. I'm gonna tag him in it too. I've never done like a collab video or stream with anybody outside of not Culture United, the collective. Outside of the collective, I might be doing some things, man. I'm gonna reach out and see what's up. I talked to the Ville for a little bit, so if y'all want to see something like that, y'all just let me know. If y'all want to see the Ville and myself, maybe Jalopy. We haven't talked to, or at least I haven't talked to him yet. So let me know if y'all are interested in anything like that. We need you, Reed and Jay Nolan. Oh, that'd be nice too. I'm open to a lot of things, man. I just don't typically do it, but I'm not opposed to, just chilling. Reed is cool. I've never spoken to Jay Nolan. I spoke to Jay Nolan, I think, over Twitter, but I've never really talked to him like that. Yeah, both of them. We could do it all. All right, man. I posted a link for the people to hop in there real quick. I want to talk about this real quick. This is gonna be our last topic of the day. I was gonna do that other Chigs video, but we'll do that tomorrow, man. We'll do that tomorrow. Maybe we'll go live with some more news tomorrow. So if you guys listen, man. This is an argument that continuously comes up. It comes up all the time, anytime we talk about Kendrick and Drake. And I honestly, listen, if you guys want to join the conversation, click that link, and that way you guys could join into the conversation. I see Hammer's in here now. I'm gonna bring him up so we can hear his voice. But I want you guys to just kind of give me your perspective. There are so many comments here that I'm gonna go over, but I'm gonna read it off to you guys. Before Kendrick went at Drake had 254 million albums sold. Kendrick Lamar had 54 million. People just don't want to be honest. He would never be bigger than Drake. One, are numbers the only thing that's going to dictate or decide who's a bigger artist? Are we looking at it from that standpoint? Especially after we've heard an artist like Young Thug come out and say, yo, I spent the extra 50K on that. Couple quick comments. They talk about record sales like they record execs themselves. That is a JID comment. JJ, I see JJ just entered. I don't debate numbers with anybody. That was never a thing in hip hop before. What I mean is, if you were arguing over who is better, you did not discuss album sales. That's a new pitch move Drake employs because it can't be about the lyricism or his flow or his pen or any depth of insight. Can't discuss quality, so they can only say he sold more. And his mama owns half of them. Nobody cares. That would be like debating whether or not Drake is a better artist than Kendrick based solely on Grammys. Suddenly, numbers don't matter as much. So let me put a homie King Hammer in here real quick. You ready, bro? Give me thumbs up. All right, he's ready to come through. Hammer.
Bro, I have been waiting to have this conversation about this numbers situation because this numbers narrative gotta go along with all the people that made it. So how are you supposed to win a game that is rigged to go against you?
Exactly.
So that whole argument there is just a one-sided debate. They can sit there and argue numbers all they want. The problem is that they know that this Clips album is a banger. They know GNX is a banger. They know that all these quality
JID.
bodies of work. Yeah, JID definitely. Chance's album, I watched your stream while we all went through that album. That was a real decent album, and I wasn't even a Chance fan like that. But I've been promoting it to everybody else. Like, yo, he's actually talking about something. Like, when you're actually speaking and saying something that resonates within people, it doesn't take numbers to sit there and validate its place in the culture. The problem is that academics and everybody else that's been pushing this numbers narrative for all these years have implemented it into the great conversation of who's the greatest. I'm never going to sit there and discredit Drake for what he's done in these past 15 years.
Right.
However, I say this to everything. I say this to every platform. Your character validates your music. And if I see that your character is compromised, why would I resonate with somebody who's I'm not compromised. I'm trying to feel something. I'm trying to hear what you got going on, what you going through. Drake has been giving us the same song on different beats for 15 years. I'm done. So,
and I think that's a big deal too, right? Because when we talk about it, you always see that it ends up being it's a clear difference in the quality. So all you really have is the numbers. It's a clear difference in the quality. We can see Drake makes good sounding music, but is it something that you go back to and you know what I'm saying, and find any sort of true depth in it, right? So when there's no depth, all we have to go on is, oh, well, he sold more. I seen somebody else said it's like saying McDonald's is the best burger ever.
Right.
Because they've sold the most burgers.
Right. As if like Shake Shack and all these other places don't exist with quality burgers and whatnot. Like we can't sit here and allow them to just use numbers as a backbone, because honestly, if that's your only backbone, then you already lost the argument.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Real quick, W Renee again for another donation. I appreciate you. All right, shout out to my dog King Hammer too. Make sure y'all go check out Hammer's YouTube channel, man. Post your link in the description in the chat whenever you get a second.
I will, dog. I'm about to jump up out of here so the next person can jump in.
Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Appreciate you.
Much love.
Much love. All right, man. We still got JJ in here. I'm gonna remove you. We got JJ in here right now. If anybody else wants to join in on the conversation, feel free to click that link that's pinned at the top. That way we can hear you. Let me go ahead and add JJ in. JJ, are you here?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, hey, how you doing, Cruz?
I'm
nice
good.
to
What's up?
meet you. I just want to say, first of all, I appreciate what you do, man. real cool for the culture, man. I discovered you after this whole Kendrick Drake beef, and I've been riding with you ever since. So I appreciate everything you do, man. You're real cool.
Thank you so much. I mean, I feel like I say thank you so much because I really mean it. Couldn't even do this without y'all. So I just appreciate y'all pulling up and tapping in with me like every day. And that's why I do want to do things like this too, because I don't want to just I want to hear from y'all too. Right? Like y'all listen to me talk all the time. So I want to hear from y'all.
Right. All right. I don't really have much to say. I gotta be real honest with kind of my perspective on things. I don't really consider myself a hip hop fan, to be honest. I never grew up with it. I never really listened to it. I really only recently got into it. Before this whole Kendrick Drake beef, I didn't even know who Kendrick was. I couldn't spot him in a crowd,
And that's totally
anything.
fine. Yeah, that's totally fine.
After all this kind of went down, I started, kind of diving into his discography, and it's honestly turned me into the biggest. Excuse me.
Are you good? The biggest Kendrick.
Yeah, the biggest Kendrick fan, man. So like, even though I wouldn't consider myself a hip hop fan, I'm a Kendrick fan, and I'm 100% behind everything that he stands on, and kind of his beliefs, his take on life, world, views, all that kind of stuff. And I just feel like when it comes to numbers, as the little knowledge that I do have on it, Drake is one of those artists that he's just a vibe. He's someone that you put on when you at the club, bars.
Right.
You just want to chill out, vibe to that kind of things. Now I've only listened to a handful of his songs, but it's not been anything that's ever did anything for me outside of just a beat and a vibe. And of course he's going to pull those type of numbers because you need something to play at the club. You need something to play at the bars and the hookah lounges and, turn up, get party, all that kind of stuff. So it makes sense that he had those type of numbers because that's what he's for. That's his place, in kind of in this industry. And it doesn't necessarily mean that he's better. It just means that that's his allocated place.
Exactly.
And everyone has their place in this market. And although you might not be people might not be a Kendrick fan, they might not typically enjoy or maybe not even understand what he kind of talks about or what he stands for. And that's kind of one of the reasons I feel like he isn't as, I don't want to respected, I guess. It's just because I feel like people just don't really vibe with how deep he gets on his records.
Yeah,
Or
there's a
how
lot of truth, and like just to kind of piggyback off what you were saying, like Drake really does just cast a wider net. Like it's just casting the biggest net possible. Let me put out the most palatable, maybe the most palatable music. Like We Gonna Be All Right doesn't appeal to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like having conversations about your struggles, you know what I'm saying, and father issues and things like, you know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't appeal to everyone. So you're already, looking at a much smaller base that's gonna, potentially accept your offering. So
exactly,
it's like by default, I'm not talking to everybody. You might be talking to everybody, but I'm not. So no, I definitely, I dig what you're saying.
Yeah. So that's kind of my stance on it. I just feel like it's just two completely different ideals when it comes to like this whole debate about, oh, he's bigger. Of course he's bigger because people like to party. So of course they're gonna play
and that's
his
never gonna stop. So That's never gonna stop, and that's one of the reasons why we said might as well just go back to making that music, man. Just make that music, make people dance, make people laugh, wave their hands, and it's gonna be all right.
Exactly.
Hey,
I
well,
feel it.
thank
I
you
really.
so much for your support, man. I really appreciate you, and thank you for taking the link and just kind of sharing your thoughts with us. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course, man. Have a good day.
You too.
I'll still be in the stream. I'll still be in the stream. But
Absolutely.
shout out to you, man. Shout out to the family. Hope everybody, safe and healthy and all that.
Thank you. You too, and your family as well.
All right, thank you so much.
All right.
All right, bye.
All right, man. We got shout out to JJ, man. Thank you so much for taking the link. We got Kung Fu Jimmy pulling up, and then we got Sega in the chat. We're gonna let them get in here too. Shout out, first of all, before we get to that, let me say shout out to Wanda Pooh for the $20 donation. Says you are amazing. No, you are amazing. Thank you. Real quick, let me get to a couple of these other comments just so y'all can see what other people are saying it too. He became bigger than Drake when he won 5 Grammys from a diss song in hip hop. Only in music, people argue stupid like this. We never hear anyone say a movie was better because it sold more tickets. I thought that was a beautiful analogy. Like, absolutely, Spider-Man is better than Glory because it sold more tickets than that. As someone who doesn't stream and only buys vinyl, I find it very odd that the quality of music and is less important than numbers to so many people. I own every Kendrick vinyl and never think about whether he's bigger than Drake or any other artist when I spend my money. Most music I'm spending real money on hasn't been on charts in a decade, which is a testament to quality versus whatever Drake is making. So shout out to that comment too, just so y'all can kind of see what some other people are saying. All right, let me go ahead and add Kung Fu Jimmy here. Kung Fu Jimmy, here you go. Are you there, Kung Fu Jimmy? If you're there, you're muted. Oh, he hopped out. Sega, I'm pulling you into the stream, okay? Let me know.
Hey, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Hey, so I don't really have much to say, I grew up in Long Beach as a kid, so you
A
know,
word?
uh growing up around that area, knowing the struggles. Um so I related to music a lot, but hip hop was never my first thing I really connected with.
Respect, and that's respectful.
So during the whole Drake and Kendrick beef, I started listening to Kendrick a lot more, and just hearing his struggles, hearing everything he went through, and hearing the album down, like it made me really
We lost you, buddy. I'm sorry, man. We heard you. You said it made you connect, and then we lost you. You still there?
connect. And like Drake is bigger than Kendrick. It just doesn't make sense to me because there's not a connection. It's like it's bland. It feels artificial
Mm-hmm.
in a way. So the whole number game, the whole this guy Drake has more album sales. Drake has more. He sells more music. It just from what to me it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
But
and I think it's kind of
that's
it's
that's what I really
interesting
have to
that you
really say.
guys are.
I know it's not a lot.
I'm sorry. My bad. I was talking over you. My bad.
No, you're good.
No, I was saying I think it's interesting that the last two people said that they weren't necessarily hip hop or Kendrick fans to start, right? Like, and it was something about that music that brought you guys in, and it's a little bit it's much more relatable than something like what Drake is doing. And again, you do not have to hate Drake, right? No one has to hate Drake. If you like Drake, you like Drake. That's totally fine. But I think the argument of
Exactly.
numbers
And
making
I
you
do like Drake.
better is different. Yeah. And that's totally fine, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like
do like some Drake songs, but it just doesn't connect.
yeah, it just don't hit the same, right? Yeah, Isaac, if you're
Yeah.
joining the call, don't forget to mute the stream. Yep, exactly. No, man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, Sega, for pulling up and giving us your perspective. I appreciate your support
Thank
too,
you.
man.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate you. All right.
All right, dog. DC, We're gonna pull you into the stream. You ready?
Yep.
DC.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. So I just wanted to add something quick in terms of the numbers conversation.
Sure.
That if we're so focused on numbers, this is why artists who are good tend to be dropped so quickly. Because if there's an R&B artist who sells maybe 20K in the first week, then the producers slash corporate people are just like, oh, they're not good, and then they drop them. But you know, Kendrick's album didn't sell 100,000 when Good Kid, Mad City came out first. Now that album's been on the Billboard for 10 straight years. I think 13 years straight now. So if we're so focused on numbers, we just eliminate listening to good quality music. And the point of listening to music is to feel something. So we should just focus on the music. The old saying, quality over quantity. And so that's pretty much all I wanted to say.
Absolutely. No, that's a great point because a lot of times we even see that in those cases where that same artist that was, really had something or showed glimpses or a flash of some talent, they end up being forced into a role of writing for that machine or being a tool in the machine to help a bigger artist because they weren't able to provide an immediate impact, which is kind of like the nature of the beast at this point because people want to see returns on investment like right away, and it's not always like that. So just think, if Kendrick didn't, you know what I'm saying, if Kendrick didn't do what he did, he could have been dropped because he didn't get those numbers. So you make some really valid points, DC.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good rest of your day. I'll be in
You
the
too.
stream.
Thank you. All right, we got Rome. We got Rome in the building. Rome, make sure you guys hitting that like button, man. I appreciate you so much. I'm loving this conversation, by the way. I'm loving this conversation. If anybody else wants to tap in, let me know. We're going to go ahead and bring Rome in. Here you go, Rome.
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I just wanted to say something quickly, which is what people aren't mentioning is that Drake has way more projects and songs than Kendrick. Because when Kendrick does a feature or an album, he takes his time, he knows who he's picking, so it comes out like sporadically.
Right.
But with Drake, he drops like, how many songs did he drop since the battle? Like almost 100?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it was something like 50 to 100 songs. I think.
Yeah.
If you include the album, if you include that P&D project, and then a bunch of singles he did, like maybe 50 to 100.
Yeah, and that's all, and that's all I actually wanted to like bring up was the fact that people aren't mentioning the fact that Drake has way more songs and way more projects. So all of that, when you put it together, equals to more streams.
Exactly, and we talked
Yeah.
about that a little bit on the channel before. I don't know if you've seen that conversation where I think the number at the time that we looked at it, maybe a few months ago, I think Drake had released over 400 songs, and just by like just the sheer numbers, I can't see how he could have written all of that. You can't be that creative where he's just writing 400 songs and consistently dropping 1 to 2 projects a year, even more than that, features. So when it comes to Kendrick, it's just a little bit more of a curated project. It's not fast food in a sense. It's a little bit more curated. So you made some other great points
everything
too,
is
man.
picked out specifically for the listeners, and
Facts.
he doesn't like just put in just little bits and extra songs. Like whatever songs he picks, that's what he's gonna pick. And
Facts.
that's all I wanted to say.
No,
Thank
man,
you.
I appreciate you, Rome. Thank you so much, man. That was a really good point you made. I appreciate your support, fam.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, man. Listen, that's what the people are saying. Quality is always better than quantity. That's what the people are saying, man. And that's I didn't want to do it too long, man. I appreciate everybody who took the link. We do this sometimes. So if you guys are interested in these kind of conversations, make sure you guys turn on the notification bell so you guys do know when we go live, man. And I'll always announce when we're gonna have a conversation like this so you guys can get ready to jump on with your boy, man. But I appreciate everybody, man. This one was about an hour and a half. I will chop up some of these videos and put them out. So if you do see them for the algorithm, go through, hit the like button, drop a comment down below for your boy, man. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. I got to get some food. I'm freaking starving. Workout is complete. I got to eat now. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. To everybody who donated, thank you so much. To everybody who gifted a membership, thank you so much. To everybody who hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. But to everybody who hit the like button, thank you so much. To everybody who just participated in the conversation through the comments and the stream, thank you so much. Honestly, what I'm saying is thank you to everybody, man. We on the way to 50K, all right? We on the way to 50K. I love y'all so much, and I will see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.